Thank you everyone for joining us. Here we go.
From human trafficking victim to human trafficking survivor, I went from New York City to Florida.
You wonder why I'm living my life like it's golden and I'm taking my freedom with me everywhere. Because I wasn't free.
When you heal, you are more valuable than you were before. That actually what Rumi says is the wound is where the light enters.
Can't fix it, change it. Turn every negative situation into a positive one.
Tragedies have essentially shaped my life. I just have to trust that process and keep moving forward.
Can the best-selling authors please stand up so we can further recognize Unstoppable release to international bestseller status?
Welcome to the worldwide release of Overcomer. Every author in this book has gone through the journey of writing, and they're going to share with you today their tips and takeaways so that you can be edified from the content of Overcomer. So grab your VIP seat and your coffee, and let's go.
Foundation to go through in this world. You keep your faith, you keep that fight of a warrior, you keep the prayer and God inside of you.
I'm so excited about what we're doing. All right, so in our third section of the book called The Transition to Change, the content focus in this segment of the book was all about the fact that we all have free will, right? We have the opportunity to go left or to go to right. And the key is that with that free will comes the responsibility of making the choice, making the decision. And once the decision is made, it's executing the action. Too many of us live our lives on the fence and never get off. And that is something that we at Elite will never be comfortable with. We are all about equipping and empowering individuals to execute the next level, to execute the next skill, to execute the next action that's going to move them forward towards change, because change is not stagnant. It is a process and it is an experience. And so that is what the third segment of the book is all about. And so who do we have coming up on our third segment of the book?
So our amazing authors this time, we have Charmaine, who's going to be starting us out, Charmaine Vega. And then our second speaker is going to be Malia Diana. Our third speaker is Marcis Casamajor. Our fourth one is Anna Christina. Our fifth one is Carolina Marin. So you guys are going to be blown away by all that you're going to hear on this one. So we're so excited. So take it away, Charmaine.
Hey, my name is Charmaine Vega, and the title of my book is I Don't Want the Neighbors to Know, and What Did He Do to You? And that came about because when I went to court, there was a female judge, and what she said, after I explained several things to her, she said, but what did he do to you? What did he do to you? And she didn't grasp the whole thing about psychological, emotional, and financial abuse, which is what I went through. I didn't go through the sexual abuse. But his response is telling, because what he said is, he said, I never touched her. And that is true and not true. And the reason I say that is, you know, the old nursery rhyme that says, sticks and stones can hurt my bones, but words can never hurt me. That too is true and not true. And that's because words can't hurt you. They can actually kill you. Because what you go through chemically in your body, the devastation that you're feeling, the shame that you're feeling, is now what can ultimately kill you, because you freeze. You're trying to figure out what to do. And I don't want the neighbors to know is a part of the book because both parties, whether you are the victim or you're the perpetrator, you don't want the neighbors to know. He didn't want the neighbors to know because of the facade that he has going on, the way he's pretending. I didn't want the neighbors to know because of the facade that I have going on, making everybody believe that everything is okay. But in me doing my facade, I'm actually his shield. And once I learned that, I was able to figure out that I needed to do something about it. So I worked on my health. But what helped me to even see it even more was to understand that there were other women going through exactly the same thing that I was going through. And so what I did is I started helping them, and by helping them, I helped myself. And I see that with Elite, what they do is they provide that assistance we need. They give us that foundation, that support, that co-creating, not co-creating the book, but co-creating an environment that's going to help more women, more people in general. So I thank them for giving me this opportunity to hear my voice and help others.